So when we're looking at the charts here for Shiba Inu heading into this launch of shibarium, we're actually seeing the perfect thing play out. Okay, it's playing out exactly how we need it to. I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, when we look at this chart here, using the fib retracement, we're creating actually a great 5-wave pattern. Okay, we obviously came up here, we touched this 382, dropped back down to the 236, then went back up to the 50, back down to the 382. I mean, you almost can't draw it any more perfect than this. And in fact, if we look at this 4-hour, you can see how perfect of a touch we in fact had at this 4010 level, or that 382. Okay. So now when we look at this 5-wave, the real question that we're going to have is where in fact are we going to stop on this 5th and final leg of this chart, right? Are we going to stop here at the 618? Are we going to go ahead and continue moving to the upside and test that yearly high that we had all the way back in February? Or are we going to, in fact, extend further and go all the way up to this 1618 level, right? And that's, again, all the way up around 4020, where I said that we could have the height of this pump. That's kind of the big question. This retracement on this 4th leg was kind of short. It means that there's probably a lot of energy still behind this. But I wanted to show that these charts are actually perfect. So those are kind of the levels that I'm watching to see if we do get a little bit of weakness, a little bit of a pushback. It's going to be tough to gauge, but I think, this pump is more so looking like it's going to last about a week after this launch before we see any pullbacks. Now, as always, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm watching for in the charts. I wish we had a little bit more of a pullback, so I could have bought a little more down there, but I would say that these levels aren't, outside of my wheelhouse. But right now, the broader crypto market's still pretty flat. And what you have to realize is that there's not a lot of, factors right now that are going to affect the market over the next few weeks. We don't have an FOMC meeting. PCE isn't until the end of the month. We've kind of gotten those macro reports out of the way. So really, there's only black swan or white swan events that could influence the market to a huge extent. If there's some, big capital that flows in at times, like we've seen in BTC. Let me go back to the BTC chart here. If we look at what's happened on the yearly, there have been times where we've been dropping and then we've just exploded out of absolutely nowhere. Like, March, for example, March 10th, I think we had the USDC DPEG, and then we exploded out of that negative news and created a new yearly high. There are people that are betting against the market right now. There's some shorts that have, taken up positions, and honestly, I'm ready for a lot of those positions to be liquidated. This is like that period again where Bitcoin's like a slingshot. It's getting pulled back, and at some point it's going to be released, and then you're going to see the broader crypto market go on a run. Now, as always, again, this is not financial advice. We don't know when or if this will happen. There's always the potential for downside. But right now, especially when it comes to SHIB, Bone, Leash, it looks like there's a lot more potential upside that we still have ahead of us on the short term. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Show your support below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.